am Abby Huntsman. Welcome to HuffPost Live. It is now time for the Community Sound-Off, where we get to hear from you about the hottest stories on the Huffington Post. In the Google Hangout right now, we have Abrea, student at St. John's University in New York; Barbara, principal at Corey West Media in Chicago; Haley is a writer and a blogger in Waterbury, Connecticut; Jonalyn, editor and writer in New York; Pedro, HuffPost blogger in Tampa, Florida. Welcome, everyone.
Hey, Abby.
Hi, Abby.
Let's move on to the next one, though. Another story that is clicking off the charts on Huffington Post today is a clip of Jon Stewart's hilarious take on the Pennsylvania ruling on voter ID laws. Let's grab my screen and take a look at this.
Let's begin tonight with the urgent issue of in-person voter fraud, which, by all accounts, is non-existent, but nevertheless, a major concern for all Americans, particularly in swing states controlled by Republican legislatures, like Pennsylvania's voter ID law. What is the purpose of that law again? Pennsylvania's Republican House Majority Leader?
Voter ID, which is going to allow Governor Romney to win the state of Pennsylvania. Done.
Hey, but hey. This is just between us chickens, right? Huh? I mean, when the mics and the cameras go on, pick a lock, you know what I'm talking about?
I think it's always funny that one of the funniest things was somebody showed up to vote at the end. They asked for proof of birth, you know, and they said, well, I'm standing right in front of you. And so, but sometimes I guess you need a little proof. But, of course, if people are manipulating the system, that's wrong. You know, it doesn't matter where it's coming from.
Well, coming from Chicago, where the joke is we vote early and we vote often, I think, IDs, I'm not sure what the big hang-up is here. I mean, some places ask to see your driver's license for a lot of things. So is just knowing what your name and your address is enough to qualify you as a voter? I'm lucky that I have a really long last name that's hard to spell, and there's probably only a few people in the world who could actually spell it and be me when they go to vote. So I'm not sure where all the controversy is around this. I even wondered if there was a separate voter ID card that people needed.
I mean, the issue is that 25% of the voters over the age of 80 don't have licenses and aren't able to, or it's difficult for them because they're elderly or because they don't have someone to take them to go get their license and all the paperwork involved, and they may not have their birth certificates. It's hard for them to obtain licenses. So, yeah, it's easy if you're a 30-year-old able-bodied young man or woman to just walk down to the DMV and get one. That's fine, but it's not that easy for everybody.
I think you're exactly right.
Abby, don't lie.
If you think about it, the fact that there has not been any voter fraud kind of shows the integrity of the people and that they really don't need to worry and we don't need photo IDs.
Right, and the fraud that does take place isn't necessarily with the voters themselves. It's with the people that are casting the votes.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
We remember Florida.
Exactly.
4G LTE has the fastest speeds. So let's talk about coverage. Based on this chart, who would you choose?
Wow.
Guys, take a minute.
Verizon, hands down.
I'm going to show you guys another chart.
Pretty obvious.
I don't think color matters.
Pretty obvious. What's pretty obvious about it?
Verizon has the coverage.
Verizon.
We're going to go to another chart.
It doesn't really matter how you present it.
I tell you what.
It doesn't matter how you present it. Verizon. More 4G LTE coverage than all other networks combined. Now, I'm when the law and it's your back by each no from. Now, says Nazir be I heard I'm the side.
Nazir be I heard I'm Miller.
Gosh, you're that news thing in your.
Nazir. I'm reluctant.
Gosh, you're that news aggregation. And then we get to.
Wow.
So you. Gosh, so let's see. Sure, back up. That's those sleeps. It's half the he's like no.
I don't remember. We paid a little tax.
Hello, when you hi. You're at a little bit of the laws, Mr. Of the Hilarious Descendants, it's sales, yes, that's our fun now. Yeah, that's great.
Ja, vi var fint i that med afghan og ikke med det snipe opposite stemme over mig. Vi er på vi George Weasley said, "What's this?" And tell me, most of the frosty. Say, "You fish the shark, but I don't even." Oh, Mr. Fish the guns and sell the fish books. Make yes, this now must find on his lucky regular dot. It's lucky me the fuck of fish. Who's slow bait not that? This and see how I want to do it. But the books are over. Then it's the coffee. No, there's that shit in him.
Steady won't be better. He there over us to do it. They're not yet. Then I was Easter Pinocchio or wish and was in the weed. The try to learn with a baby film. He lost her lots of dress and means I'm all the other reality. Tell me heard of it. We have a lot of fun. It's harder in the mirror. We have me on such as it was. Me at the dollars and sales are about to the sales must be very sipping. I give but the wish on see, yeah, I think he had my on the part of you, Miller of music was there was a smell.
Martin Axel with animals and the case and the Elkin and the throat or the Indian much have he's not nearly not smell within any herb or food quiet in the neighbor of wood. I know she must have only 3 after with it enough to know thinking that.
I've got my own now, look at no, you're making the scum and doing that. There's Nickish, son, you can push it. Yeah, it'll be it.
Not. I never snap it in there with me and my run like my one. It's just easy out of.
30 years and flying to go over singing, was not making all that was a representative. All the down of singing, was not yet. Sir, still, still, make over cowboy, it's new snealing. Caramel or nurse, Nickers him. How other men do this is going on this last oil. Still, our for it, Mr. Nick, so we send it very the man, the niggas know.
Said with a look at your town barracks, so we heard of not near when you was nothing not yet. Say you're able there was snodge, but milk to say it so many fun up there off the top. You look at it here, which certainly know in those kind of the novice. No, we're in the club. I don't fuck my near all the power here. Girl, you near it out when I heard it in Illinois. They can hear, but I won't air all when I heard it out with the well, I just know you didn't say we're that open their car. Girl, you need to serve me this knowledge. Yes, that and do. Higher, but by wine, yeah, wine and help with it. So if me I'm not there, what's it all? You were free, he said you were fine. I see you in the mouth, fine, sit it down. So if I had my wouldn't not hear that night.